Hello everybody, the Allowaid here. How is everybody doing today? This is episode 0 of the Round Pokemon Only Challenge. I will be playing through Pokemon Violet using only round Pokemon. Lena, welcome in. Now, I have done this challenge in the past, back in Sun and Moon. And the criteria I use to decide which Pokemon were round was very strict. Let's take Rowlet here. I have one bouncing up and down on my shoulder here. Thank you, the Lost Arts. I think most people would agree Rowlet is a round Pokemon. But the thing is, Rowlet has feet, contrary to popular belief. And the feet take a little bit away from the roundness, not a significant amount, but if we're including the feet, it's not entirely round. So the criteria was the overall shape of the body, taking off all the limbs, the feet, the arms, tails, wings, ears, anything that sticks out. If we were to remove those, is the Pokemon still mostly round? That was the criteria last time. This time, I think we're going to loosen that up a little bit. And in lieu of that, I have found a tier list that we're going to go through together to decide what is round. Here it is. This is the tier list. This is just on tiermaker.com. It is just a tier list of literally all of the Pokemon released up until the base game of Scarlet and Violet. So this does not include the DLC Pokemon that were released afterwards. So we will address those later, but this has got all the other Pokemon, and I have done the tedious part of putting these all in Pokedex order and removing all the Pokemon that are not in Scarlet and Violet. You can see why it took me so long to get to this stream. So yeah, that is the plan for today. We're going to decide which of these Pokemon are round. And we're also going to go through other things. I still want to decide whether I want to do a Nuzlocke with this, or if this is just going to be a regular playthrough, or maybe a different kind of challenge. We will figure all that out on the way, and hopefully we can get a bunch of people in here to help figure all these round Pokemon out. But I guess let's get started with the starter Pokemon, because I think we can all agree none of these starter Pokemon are round. Can you see that actually? You are not able to see my mouse, are you? I do have capture cursor on. Oh, there we go. Now you can see it. Okay. So yeah, I don't think any of these Pokemon are considered round. Crocalor is probably the closest you can get to round. But yeah, I think in terms of the starter Pokemon, none of these are round. So we are going to move these into not round. Oh, you know what? I didn't really go over the categories here. So, of course, right at the top we have round. The Pokemon is round. It goes in round. Pretty self-explanatory. We have round-ish. These Pokemon are mostly round. They're borderline round. There's some features that make it not round, but they're mostly round. Then we have could be argued, and this is where, like, maybe we're going to disagree on what's considered round, but there's an argument to be made that makes them round. And that's where these Pokemon will go. And of course, not round is not round, and not in Violet means the Pokemon is not appearing in Violet. We were playing this game, this challenge in Pokemon Violet, so if it doesn't appear in Pokemon Violet, I'm not going to be able to use it. So version exclusive Pokemon to Scarlet, not available to me, obviously. But here we go. We're moving all the starters into not round. And here we come to the first question. Is Lechonk round? I would argue that it's not. It is a very oval-like shape, and like, you know, the nose sticks out quite a bit too, so it's like it takes away quite a bit from the roundness. So I think I personally would say it's not round. Roundish could be argued. Well, you know what? There's another way we can look at this. If we go ahead and switch to Pokemon Violet here, I have this up mostly for background noise, but also so we can look at the Pokedex. And we can really take a look at some of these Pokemon. So let's look at Lechonk. Let's not look at shiny Lechonk. As much as I love them. But yeah, here's Lechonk. So we can move them around. We can see them from most angles. And you know, you're right. It does feel a little more round than the picture. It's almost more egg shape. From behind and up front especially, yeah. It almost has a little bit more of an egg shape with a point going to the nose. But yeah, honestly, yeah, I can see Lechonk being round. So you know what? We will say Lechonk is round. Oinkologne, however, also shiny. Let's there's two forms of Oinkologne. There's the male and the female form. Let's go to the male. Yeah, with the Pokedex entry, it looks more round than the picture. Yeah, Oinkologne, not round. It's just simply not round. Not even the female form. They don't look that different. So yeah, definitely not round. And let's actually go back to the tier list here. So, Oinkologne, not round. Tarountula. Round is in its name. But is Tarountula round? Let's go back to the Pokedex. So here's Tarountula. Now, the web around Tarountula's body is round. To you, the ball is prominent enough, but is that its body? Like, mostly the body is the head and the legs. We don't see the body, really. And to you, the body is not important. But this isn't, does the Pokemon have a round object? Is the Pokemon round? I feel like I need a little more discussion on this. I'm going to put this in to be argued, could be argued for now. Maybe we'll come back to it. It's a round object that defines its identity, though. Okay, but we're going to come to another Pokemon later that a round object defines its identity as well. And I don't know if you would consider that round. We'll see that later, though. That's going to be a little bit. We're going to put in could be argued for now. We'll come back to it. Spidops, no, not round. Absolutely not round. Nimble, no, not round. And yeah, low kicks also not round. Hoppip. Is Hoppip round? That's low kicks. So here's Hoppip. It's got kind of a round shape, but I don't know. It's a little flatter, and the ears, which are very prominent on this Pokemon, really take away from the roundness. And of course, the little helicopter thing on top. It's a round feel, but you don't think so. Both the ears and the leaves, yeah. And now, my original criteria, this would absolutely be round, because we would remove the ears, the leaves, the tail, and the limbs, and it would just be a round ball. So it's this interesting thing where, even though the criteria was more strict, this would actually pass. Whereas, being a little loose, maybe this doesn't pass. So what do we think? Roundish? Could be argued? You feel it could be argued. Okay. Let's go ahead and put it in could be argued. Change the transition screen here. Just do cut back and forth. So we'll put it in could be argued. Skiploom. Is Skiploom round? It's going to have the same issue, I think. Like, yeah, I would say the body is absolutely round. But once again, the ears stick out quite a bit. At least the top is round too. This is true. But the ears kind of stick out. You would upgrade this to roundish. This feels more round. I think I can agree with that. So we will put Skiploom to roundish. And that's good. That means we could possibly use this one. So we could bypass Hoppip altogether. I like that. Now, Jumpluff. Jumpluff is a very interesting case. Jumpluff has a lot of round in it. Its body is round, and the 3 puffballs coming off of it is round. But is it round as a whole? There's no category for honorary round. It does feel a little wrong. And once again, going by my old criteria, this would count. But I don't know. The overall shape is not round. No, it looks like a molecule. If we saw it in shadow, it would just be a molecule. Because it has so much round stuff, you feel like this 100% counts. See, this is where I disagree. We're not doing, it's not a round challenge because they feel round or that it has round things. It's the round Pokemon challenge. So we're looking at overall shape. I will put it in could be argued. And we will come back to it later. The Fletchling line, I don't think any of these are round, unfortunately. We're going to put all those here. Pawmont, the Pawmi line, I don't think any of those are round. It's a little confusing with Pawmi because they're on the ground, but when they stand up, they look like... these all look the same. So, not round. Houndour, Houndoom, also not round. I'm gonna just go through a bunch of these now. Gumshoe's Young Goose, not round. Squirrels, not round. Sunkern. Is Sunkern round? I actually find it here in the Pokedex. Not more round than Hoppip. I would agree. Yeah, it's not more round than Hoppip. The frayed top of the Sunkern, I would agree. It's not really round. I don't even know if this could be argued. So are we saying not round? It can't. Okay, not round. There it goes. Sunflora. It's got a round face. Sunflora's got a very round face. But overall, I would say not round. Round with spikes. Yeah, the face is round with spikes, yeah. If it was just the face, I would say round. But it has a body. So not round. Kricketot? What do we think about Kricketot? Maybe some angles where Kricketot is round. But it's not really round. From the top, maybe. But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't call this round. We do Kricketot, Kricketune, not round. Scatterbug. Once again, we have a round head situation. That's round, right? But it's got a body. And I would say not round. You say it's absolutely round. But look at that body. Look at that profile. That's not round. I think this is another Sunflora instance. It's not actually round. And then we can say the same for Spupa here. It's got a round head, but the body is not round. And then Vivillon, definitely not round. It's butterfly shape. It's not round. Combee, not round. It's 3 hexagons together. I would say that's not round. Obviously Vespiquen, not round. Maybe from the bottom. Oh, but we can't really see Vespiquen from the bottom. We can see it from the top. It looks more like a gear, honestly. But overall, no, not round. Hexagons are bestagons, but not roundagons, exactly. Rookidee. Rookidee is almost round. I think Rookidee could almost be round. Like, it's almost the same level of round as Lechonk. It's just that the feathers around its eyes stick out quite a bit. And obviously it's flapping here. Maybe roundish. You say could be argued. You wouldn't say roundish for this? Look at our thing here. You think Rookidee is less round than Skiploom? It's less, I would say it's less round than Lechonk for sure. Roundish, okay. We'll say roundish. Unfortunately, I think Corvisquire and Corviknight are not round. Those will not do. Happiny, though. I think Happiny might be round. It's egg-shaped. And if we're saying Lechonk is round, I would say Happiny would have to be round. It's got a little hair tie thing that takes away from the roundness. But if we're up to me, I would take away the hair. I would not count it. You say roundish, but not lower than that. So you think it could be round. I'll put it in roundish for now, but we're putting it towards the top. Chansey. Now this is full-on egg-shaped. But once again, the hair. It's got a little dinosaur tail. But this is full-on egg-shaped. That's pretty round right there. The hair. You say same place. So we're going to put that in roundish. And Blissey probably the same. Blissey has very similar shape to Chansey. Take a look here. Once again, the hair. It also has those like frills, or they're kind of like wings coming out of the front there on the bottom. But I think overall they should all land in the same place. Alright. The sticky odd bits do feel very interrupting on this one. I see. Maybe lower, but we'll keep them together there for now. Let's move on to the Marill line. Now, Marill, off the bat, I would say is round. It has that tail that sticks out, and obviously the ears, the limbs, and everything. But the overall shape of Marill is round. Azurill. It feels like the tail is a little more important. Does that demote its roundness? See, here's the thing though. I don't think we can like. I don't want to get focused on like round shapes and sharp shapes and stuff like that, because there's gonna be sharp Pokemon that are round. So that's why we gotta look at the overall shape of the Pokemon. Azurill is a weird case. Because once again, if we were going based off my original criteria, absolutely, it would be round. But this is a case where I feel like the tail is more important. Could be argued. I'm down for that. So we're going to put Azurill, and could be argued. Maybe I'll put it up a little bit above Jumpluff. But for Marill, I'm going to say round. Marill is round. Azumarill. Azumarill is an egg. This is an egg shape, no doubt. It's an egg with rabbit ears. It even looks like it's like decorated for Easter. Is this round? You say roundish, somewhere between roundish and could be argued. I think I can agree. Azumarill is a little less round than its pre-evolutions, so we will put it at the bottom of roundish. I think I'm fine with that. Surskit. Here is Surskit. Body, absolutely round. There's no ambiguousness that the body of Surskit is round. But most of Surskit is legs. You love this Pokemon. Surskit's a fun Pokemon. I like Surskit. You think this one is round? Even with the long legs taking away from the roundness, and even it's got a little point on its head there, a little hair point. Maybe roundish. I think I'm willing to call this round. Maybe I'll put it at the top of roundish. Maybe we'll do that. Fair. Okay. We'll do that. Masquerain, I'm sorry, not round. Buizel, Floatzel, not round. Wooper. It's got a round head. But once again, the body, not very round. I think this is also not round. Clodsire. I think we need to look at Clodsire. Oh, I went too far. That's shiny Clodsire. Let's look at Clodsire. This one is an edge case. Face on, it's pretty round. It's got the little feetsies sticking out on the side, but it's pretty round. But we have to look at the full body. And I think that's just not round. It's got a round little tail, but the body's pretty long. It looks more like a blimp. I think we say this is not round. As much as I love Clodsire. Clodsire not round. Psyduck. Is Psyduck round? It's got a little round tummy, which is cute. But it's not really round. It's a snowman. Not round. Alright, Psyduck. Golduck. Not round. Choodle. And the beak too, yeah, you're right. Let's take a look at Choodle. It's got a round head. And it is a turtle. And, you know, a lot of turtles can withdraw their head into the shell. I don't think Choodle can do that. I don't think Choodle can withdraw his head into its shell. I think it's too big. And I think that actually disqualifies Choodle from being round. As round as its head is, I do not think this is round. Dreadnought, though. The shell might be able to fit in its mouth, right? Yeah. Here's Dreadnought. Once again, like, Dreadnought could probably put its head underneath its shell, but it's not going to be an easy fit, and it's got that big spike on the top of it. And really, the body is the shell itself's not very round. Like, it's kind of round, but not really. So yeah, I think this is also not round. Now this next line is round. I think there's no ambiguousness about this. This is round, right? Igglybuff, round. It's got a little hair on top. It's round. This is absolutely round. Jigglypuff, very round. It's the balloon Pokemon. It's literally called the balloon Pokemon. Jigglypuff is round. Wigglytuff. Is Wigglytuff round? I think we run into the same problem with Azumarill here. Because its body is elongated. Looks kind of like a bean. But it's roundish. And where did we put Azumarill? We put Azumarill in roundish. Let's go ahead and put Igglybuff and Jigglypuff into round. We put Azumarill in roundish. Is that where Wigglytuff goes? Or is maybe lower than that, as it could be argued? Because I don't know, it looks a little less round to Azumarill. You think could be argued as well? I think I'm going to agree with that. Could be argued. I think I'm going to put it on the back end even. The Ralts line, I think Ralts not round. Love the line, not round. Drowsy. Drowsy once again has a round belly, but yeah, the head takes away from the roundness. I don't think Drowsy is round. Drowsy, Hypno, not round. Ghastly. I mean, can Ghastly be anything but round? It's just a round orb with gas around it. It can't be anything but round. Ghastly's round. Haunter. Yeah, I'm gonna organize these a little bit more. Lechonk's at the bottom end of this. The eyes stick out a little bit. Haunter, though, I don't think Haunter is round, unfortunately. Like, it's almost there, but like, no, that's not round. Also Gengar. Gengar's got kind of a round body. This could almost be argued, I think. Like, I think this is close to Azumarill, honestly. Yeah, definitely not Haunter. But Gengar could be argued. I think we'll put Gengar and could be argued. Put it above Wigglytuff. I want to put it above Jumpluff even. I like this so far. Now, this isn't a great team coming together here. We're definitely going to need a little better team if we're going to get through this game, especially if I plan to do a Nuzlocke. It's coming together. Tandem Mouse, I'm sorry, not round. It's 2 mice. Mousehold, also not round. 4 mice. Pichu, not round. Pikachu, not round. Maybe if it was Fat Pikachu, but it's not Fat Pikachu, so not round. Raichu, not round. Fido? Can we find an argument for Fido? Probably not. Not really. It'd be nice. I like Fido. It's a fairy Pokemon. We already have fairy Pokemon, I guess, though. Yeah, Fido, not round. Dachshund, not round. Or Dachsbun, not round. None of these are round. Bounsweet. Bounsweet's round, right? Look at this round little fruit Pokemon. Is it a cherry? I don't know. It's something. But it's pretty round. You'd have a lot of baby Pokemon. I mean, yeah, probably. Top end of roundish. I can get behind that. I can get behind that, yeah. We'll do that. Bounsweet, roundish. There we go. Unfortunately, Steenie and Serena, not round. They got round hips, but they're not round. Smoliv. Stoliv. This is Smoliv. They're very small. And you know, if not for the little thing on their head, pretty round. But they got that little olive on top of their head. Does that make them less round? Old criteria, I would say this is round. This criteria, roundish, maybe could be argued. It feels round to you. Top end of roundish. I don't even know if I would put it that high. We'll say roundish though. Put it above Azumarill. We'll say roundish. It's just like that olive on top is very prominent. And I think it distorts the overall shape into being not as round. Unfortunately though, Dolliv, not round. And Arboliva, not round. And yeah, Bonsly, you're not round. Sudowoodo's not round. Rockruff is not round. Lycanroc. None of the forms of Lycanroc. Take a look at those real quick. Oh yeah, Dusk, Midnight, and Dawn form. None of them around. Carkol. Or this isn't Carkol. What is this? This is Roly-Coly. That's what the name of the Pokemon is. So this is Roly-Coly, and this is what I was talking about with sharp edges. Because this is a rock. It's got sharp edges. But it's pretty round. And the whole thing is it's based on a piece of coal and a minecart wheel. Because it rolls around on the wheel there. Oh, that's not the button I want to do. You see it move a little bit? Definitely round. It's a little lumpy. It's a lumpy round. But I think it's round. I think this is a round Pokemon. So, Roly-Coly, round. Carkol, though, I think maybe we're looking at not round. Here's Carkol. It's supposed to be a bunch of coal in a minecart. And like, you know, the little limbs there are supposed to be wheels, but overall, I just don't think this is round. Yeah, not round for Carkol. And then Coalossal. I mean, like, it's almost round, I think. If we were just looking at the body, but it's got that pile of rocks on top. Yeah, this one's not round. All right. The Shinx line, not round. Sorry. Love you guys, not round. Starly. Young Ava from the Pokemon Unbeatable series. Now, obviously, Starly flying is not very round. And, you know, it's got an elongated body here. Yeah, it's Ava. Like, I don't know. Not quite round. As much as I'd love to have another round bird. Yeah, it does feel less round than the other bird. It's true. So I think maybe this ends up actually not being round. Which is a shame. Love my round birds. This is not one of them. Love Ava, exactly. But yeah, here we have, what is this? Staravia? Not round. It's got kind of a roundish body, but overall shape, I think, not round. Unfortunately. And then finally, Staraptor, definitely not round. So yeah. All of these going into the not round category is a shame. Even more not round, exactly. Oricorio not round, and even like if we look at the other forms of Oricorio, which I think there's only 3 in this game, and none of these are round. I mean, maybe from the top with this one. None of these are round, and I don't even think you can get this Oricorio form until later anyway. So yeah, not round. You say that one could be argued, but look at this. Like, this is not round. Like, just because it's round from a certain angle, I don't think that works. I think it needs to be round from multiple angles. This is not round. Mareep. Let's look at Mareep. Let's look at shiny Mareep. Let's look at regular Mareep. There's a lot of round in Mareep. Feels like a cup To me, this one feels like a cup and is round. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm fine with it not being round. We're looking at Mareep now, though. Mareep's body is pretty round. It's a fluffy round, but the head does stick out, and so does the tail. I mean, the head is like kind of like, if we push the head back just a little bit, it would be pretty round. You say low end of roundish, high end of could be argued. I think I can go for that. I think we'll put it in could be argued. Mareep could be argued. Put it like there. Fluffy though, not round. Ampharos not round. Petalil. It's got a round head, not the body though. Don't think this one's round. Adorable, yes. Round, not so much. Not round. And Lilligant. And once again, like, from a certain angle, sure. We can call this round. But I think mostly not round. Little Shroomish. Shroomish is pretty round. Like, it's flat on the bottom, but like overall it's round. It's just got a little skirt. Like, this is round, right? And you know, definitely round from the top. You say straight up round. I think I have to agree. And I do love Shroomish. I like Breloom a little more. And unfortunately, I think Breloom is not round. It's just simply shaped like a kangaroo. So, not round for Breloom, unfortunately. Much as I love them. Applin. Applin's round. I mean, it's apple shape. It's not quite round, but it's mostly round. Here's the thing, though. Is Applin the apple? Or is it the little worm inside the apple? Now, those are not leaves. Those are Applin's eyes. That's the little worm's eyes. We got the little worm's tail. This is a worm in an apple. Worm being WYRM. The eye is definitely lower in grade for you. But you say roundish overall. This is kind of the same thing with Tarantula, where it's like, is it really round? Because we don't actually see the body of it. However, the apple is more part of the body than I would say the thread of Tarantula would be, especially since it evolves with the Pokemon, and we could see that in the two evolutions here. Like, I think, like, it feels like the apple to me is a little more part of the Pokemon. You disagree. Why would you disagree that the apple is more a part of the Pokemon than the thread is for Tarantula? But I mean, like, if we're looking at like Flapple here, the apple becomes its wings. I don't know. I feel like this, I count this more than the thread. And I think I'm willing to put this in roundish. Maybe the bottom part of roundish. But I feel like that's where I would put it. Flapple. I wish we could see them not flying. Because Flapple kind of like puts itself into the apple. And would be a little more round if it was actually like not flying and actually on the ground. Unfortunately, no, we can't. Oh, well, maybe a little bit there. Does my account have one? What do you mean, my account? Yeah, it folds itself up completely into that apple. But I really feel like that's not the full body. That's its withdrawing into its body. Do you actually have one on this account? Do I have a Flapple? Yeah, I have a Flapple. You want to see the Flapple? I would have to leave this area. I don't think we can see it not flying, actually. I think it's pretty much always flying, but it has that little animation where occasionally it like locks itself into the apple. But we'll see here. It's going to be in old Pokemon near the end. Here we go. Off the ride Pokemon. Yeah, it's not dropping down. Yeah. Oops. Well, there's Meryl. I think Meryl's around. Let's get out of this. You say could be argued. I honestly think it's just simply not round. Like, looking at the overall shape of the body, it is not round. It's basically a snake. I'm going to say not round. Appleton, though. Could Appleton be argued as round? Let's get myself back into position here. That's not what I meant to do, actually. So here's Appleton. And once again, you know, its head sticks out pretty far. But like the overall shape of the body is pretty round. Also, once again, want to point out, let's see if I can do the motion here. Yeah, those little things on the side of its face, those are its eyes. Those are not ears. Those are eyes. You say round-ish. I would err on the side of more could be argued. Maybe at the higher end of could be argued. This line does have the weirdest eyes. You are not wrong. It is very strange. When I first saw that for the first time, I was like, wait, those are its eyes? Messed up. And like, this is its default state. Its default state is not looking at anything. But yeah. Yeah, most of the time it's just not looking at anything. It's looking at the bottom side of its face. That's it. But yeah, I think maybe higher end of could be argued. I'm on board with that. Spoink. Spoink is kind of roundish. Look at that bouncy boy. It's got like an egg shape. Tail is pretty important. In fact, if the Spoink ever stops bouncing, it dies, according to the Pokedex. Is that actually what it says here? Yeah, it keeps its heart beating by bouncing constantly. If it stops, it dies. Wild. Absolutely wild. You say low end of roundish. Poor Spoink, exactly. Yeah, it's pretty round. The tail takes away a little bit. I think I can agree on roundish. Why would you evolve like that, right? Pokemon is very weird. Alright, we'll put Spoink in roundish. Grumpig. It doesn't have to bounce on its tail anymore, but it does still have the round, the spring tail. Not really round though. Yeah. Spoink, not round. Squawkabilly, I love you, you're not round. Misdreavus, it's just a floating head. So you would think maybe round, but not really with the shape. It's not very round. No. Yeah. Misdreavus, not round. Mismagius, also not round. Little Miss Magic. Makuhita. It kind of looks like a sandbag, but yeah, it's not round. As much as I want them to be, it's not round. Makuhita, Hariyama, not round. Crabrawler, it's got kind of a roundish body, but overall, not really round. Got those big punching glove hands. Not round. Same kind of for Crabominable, but it's also an abomination, and yeah, not round. Salazzle and Salandit, not round. Phanpy. Phanpy's got an interesting thing. Those paws are very weird. I do not like the paws. I don't really like Crabominable at all. Phanpy is interesting. Do we have the attack animation by chance? No, we don't. So Phanpy is very cute, for one thing, yes. Love them. They also roll up into a ball, but not quite so much as Donphan, which is based off of a tire. And I wish we had the attack animation for this, but Donphan actually rolls up into a ball. But does that make them round? Like, they kind of have a round shape already. To you, it doesn't. it could be argued. I think I want to put it in could be argued. Phanpy, not really. I think Phanpy's not round as much as I would love them to be, but Donphan maybe. So that's what we'll do. Not round. Donphan could be argued. Qfan and Copperajah, probably not. That's the shiny one. Got too many shinies. Yeah, Qfan not really round. It's got some roundness to it, but I'm not feeling the round on this. A little bit, like, sure, we could say from certain angles it is round, but I think overall it's not round. Do we want to say could be argued? We'll put it in could be argued. I'm down for that. Copperajah, though, I don't think is round. And I think that one loses out. Gible. Young Gible. Little land shark. Yeah, not round. Like, it's got a roundish body. It's not really round. Sorry, Gible. You're adorable, but you are not round. If only adorableness determined roundness. But yeah. Gabite, Garchomp, also not round. Nacli. Little Nacli. Gible. So it's kind of round. It's got that flat bottom again. But it's kind of round. Roundish. I like roundish. We'll go roundish. Oops, I didn't mean to put that there. My bad. You even say top end of roundish. I'm not going to put it above these, I don't think. We'll put it there. But yeah. What is this? Knackle Stack and Garganackle? Not round. Wingull? Not round. Pelipper? Is Pelipper round? Yeah, Wingull, not round. I mean, its body's kind of round, but that wingspan, not really round. What about Pelipper? Not quite. Not quite round for Pelipper. Wingull, Pelipper, not round. Magikarp. Is Magikarp round? The body, kind of, but there's a lot of those sticky out bits that make it not round. Yeah, I think Magikarp not round. Honestly, good thing. I don't need a Magikarp in my playthrough, especially when I'm not going to get a Gyarados, who is absolutely not round. Ariscuda, whatever, I don't remember what they're called. No, not round. Basculin. Basculin's another interesting case. So we have Basculin here. This is the blue stripe form. We also have the red stripe form. Maybe roundish. And then the white stripe form. Oh, I don't have the white stripe form, so we can't see it. Also, I don't think I can get the white stripe form. Well, it might be in Kitakami, actually. We'll have to look at the sprite that's in Tier Maker, and I think I do have that later on. But yeah, I do not think this is round. Gulpin. Gulpin's pretty round. It's a little smushed. It's got a little round bill thing. But it's pretty round. I'd say that's definitely round. We'll put Gulpin in round. I know that would make Shiny Swalot very happy. Although maybe not quite so happy because I don't know if Swalot is round. Roundish, maybe? Like from the top, sure, round, but is it fully round? Roundish could be argued. Yeah, we'll put it in could be argued, I think. Meowth, not round. Persian, not round. Drifloon. Actually, sorry. Drifloon and Drifloon, these are not in Violet, actually, so I can't get them. So whether they're round or not is irrelevant. I can't actually get them. Sorry. So I would say like Drifblim would be round, but yeah, they are not in Violet, unfortunately. We cannot get them. Flabebe, not round. We can take a look at them. Round from the top, maybe, but it's just a flower that Flabebe is sitting on. I don't think Flabebe is round, so yeah. Not round. And I think we could say that for all of the line here. Diglett. What about Diglett? Because the thing about Diglett is you can't see any more of the body. It's got a round head, but it's like, I don't know, it's a hot dog shape. It's like if you stuck a hot dog in the ground. Why would you do that? You just have a dirty hot dog then. Could be argued, maybe. I think I can agree with could be argued. We'll put Diglett and could be argued. But you say Dugtrio. Definitely not round. But it's just 3 Digletts hanging out together. I would also agree though. Dugtrio, not round. Torkoal. The back Diglett is definitely not round, right? Let's look at Torkoal. If Torkoal withdrew its head into its shell, which is possible, I think. Yeah, I would say it's round. It's hard to tell with the smoke cloud. But for the most part, Torkoal doesn't. In fact, I don't know if it ever puts its head into its shell. So I don't know if I could call this round. The head sticks out quite a bit. Definitely not in the out shape. But if it could pull it in, and it really doesn't in the game. Like, it never really pulls its head in. I think it's capable of pulling its head in, but I don't think so. I think we have to say not round. Maybe low end of could be argued, but overall you don't think so. I think we're going to say not round. Same for Numel. Numel. Body round, but yeah, I don't think so. No to Numel. Camera up, no. Bronzor. I think Bronzor is round. It's a round play. It's got those balls in surrounding it, but I think it's still round. Like the balls make it a little more hexagonal, but it's just a round plate. You think the sticky out bits take too much away, though? But if we look at it from top down, it's flat. I don't know. I want to put this in round. You're saying roundish, though? We'll put it in roundish. Bronzong, though. Envez, welcome in. We are deciding which Pokemon from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are round. Because I am going to do a round-only Pokemon playthrough in Pokemon Violet. And I think Bronzong here is not round. Yeah, Bronzong not round. You know, it's kind of round from the top, but overall shape, not round. Bronzong, not round. Axew, once again, very cute, not round. Same with Fracture and Haxorus. None of these are round. Mankey. That's Primeape. This is Mankey. That's a shiny Mankey. Fun to argue semantics, right? Is Mankey round? Its arms, legs, and ears make it not round, I would say, but its body is pretty round. Like if we went by my original criteria and removed all the limbs, I would say this is round. You say could be argued. Definitely has some round feels to you. It really does. Like, this is a pretty round boy. But obviously, yeah, the arms and legs stick out quite a bit. So, could be argued. And is that the same for Primeape? Once again, very round. Those arms and legs, not quite. Accidental refresh, you got it. Yeah. If we put Primeape feels more round even. Do you think Primeape, you say that's round? Do we want to say round-ish for Primeape? Or is it round enough? They do have to walk. They can't just roll around. I think we say roundish for Primeape. And I like that. And then Mankey, do we also say roundish, or is it demoted to could be argued? Honestly, it doesn't matter too much, because if we can use Primeape, then we don't have to worry about Mankey so much. I'm down to call both of them roundish, honestly. Annihilate, though. It looks mostly like Primeape, but the hair definitely takes away a lot of the roundness. You say definitely not round. Lena says no. We're saying Annihilate, not round. I can agree with that. Annihilate, not round. Dumpling Pokemon. Meditite? This is Medicham. Meditite. Not round. These guys not round. Riolu. Lucario, not round. Charcadet. This is Charcadet. Not round. This is not Violet. This not round. Barboach is long, but not round. Whiscash, though. Let's take a look at Whiscash. So, you know, once again, front on, pretty round, but unfortunately has a body. And I don't think that's round. But yeah, Whiscash, not round. Tadbulb. Looking at Tadbulb. The head, definitely round. But it's got that little tail. Does that make it not round? That's round or roundish. I can get behind that. Tail takes away quite a bit. I would probably say roundish. I think we can go roundish. Bellibolt. He looks like an avocado. And it's not really round. It's kind of that lumpy egg shape. It's not quite round. Round from above, sure. It's got a very round belly. Yeah, lumpy egg shape. Is that round, though? Could be argued, but not higher than that. I think I can support that. So we're putting Tadbulb in roundish. And we'll put Bellibolt in could be argued. Put it with the rest of the lumpy egg Pokemon. Goomy. Little Goomy. Goomy's like front on here, it's pretty round. It's a little elongated in the back. It's just a little slime ball. Oh, that's pretty round, right? Roundish. I can get behind that. Goomy for roundish. And we can look at Sliggoo here. Sliggoo not round. They kind of lose the roundness there, and same with Goodra. So yeah, we'll put Goomy in roundish. And these guys not round. Ah, Krogunk. I love you, Krogunk. You're not round. Hexcrook's not round. I want so bad for Wattrel to be round. That's Kilowattrel. But it's just not. It's I'd say even less round than Starly. It's got a round head, I guess, but yeah, it's not round. Sad. I love Wattrel, but not round. Kilowattrel, not round. Eevee, not round. None of these evolutions are round. No evolution today. We got circles on Umbreon, but that doesn't count. Dunsparce. Young Dunsparce, not round. Too long of a body. And then to Dunsparce, it's just even longer. It's round segments. And I mean, here, you know, you made the argument that Jumpluff was round, even though that's 3 round segments. These ones are ovals, though. I see. Okay. So Dunsparce and to Dunsparce, not round. Deerling, not round. Sawsbuck. None of these are round. Grimer. Oh, Grimer. It's just a pile of sludge. But I mean, the form it's taking is not very round. Yeah. If you smashed it down, it'd be round. It's not very round. What about Muck? Does Muck have a better shape? Muck is a little more like flatter, I guess. But then it's got its arm sticking out. It's flipping everybody off. Still not round. Sorry, Mucky boys. Not round. And same for Mastiff and Babostiff, not round. Can't remember the name of that Pokemon, not round. Toxtricity, not round. Dedenne. Yep, the Voltorb and Electrode are coming up. Those are round. But we're looking at Dedenne. Is Dedenne round? You say nope. It's got like a bean-shaped body. Have we said another bean-shaped Pokemon is round? Bean is less round than egg. Okay. Okay. It's pretty round from above. Also feels like it's a lot of attachments. I mean, it's a tail and some ears. Like, would you say this is... that are important? You say that's important, but we had Smoliv here as round. And even Spoink. Or roundish, at least. And then we got like things like Azurill and these guys, and could be argued. But you're saying the Dedenne not round. You guess could be argued. We'll put it in could be argued. I think I'm on the lesser end of it being round. But we'll do that. Pachirisu, though, I'm sorry, you're not round. Shroodle. Little Shroodle is pretty round. It's that nose sticks out, though. And it does look like an SNES mouse. This one feels way more round. It's pretty freaking round. I think, you know, with the nose that sticks out quite a bit, maybe roundish. But it feels pretty round. We'll put young Strudel in roundish. Unfortunately, Graphii not round. Stantler not round. Foongus. Foongus is based off a Pokeball. But it's a mushroom. It's got a Pokeball on top. Like, that's round. Absolutely. But this is the whole body. Top's more just like a little hat. Kind of around the same way Bronzor is round. I don't know. I disagree with that. Bronzor is just a plate. That's literally what Bronzor is. I don't know. I think Foongus not round. Could be argued. Okay. We'll put it in could be argued. But among us here, this isn't round. Like, once again, it's got the Pokeball top. But this isn't round, right? Yeah, I think we'll put Foongus in could be argued. Amoonguss, not round. Voltorb and Electrode, there's no argument. These are round. These are the most round you could possibly be. There's nothing rounder than Voltorb and Electrode. They go right to the top. Right there. They are round. No argument. Magnemite. Is Magnemite round? It's got a little round body. It's just got magnets sticking out to the side and a little screw on top. But it's pretty round. The magnets are like too defining. I mean, they're just like limbs. You say no. You say you're going low end of roundish now. I think we'll put it in could be argued. I think that's where we're going to put it for now. Could be argued. It is a very round body. Magneton, I don't think so. It's just 3. It's the same thing with Dugtrio. It's not round. Magnezone, though. I don't know. It's kind of roundish, but it's got those 2 orbs on the side. I think probably not. I almost want to say could be argued, but I'm feeling like, yeah, this is not round. Sorry, Magnezone, not gonna happen. Ditto, I mean, Ditto is pretty shapeless. Can turn into any Pokemon. I don't think we can count Ditto as round. Ditto can be as round as you want it to be, but like, this is its body. I don't think it's round. Ditto, not round. Growly Boy, not round. Arcanine, not round. Teddiursa, although having that moon theme, and the moon on its head, not round. Same with Ursaring. It may have ring in its name, but it's not a ring, and it's not round. They are very cute. I do love Teddiursa. Zangoose, not round. So Viper, not round. Swablu. That's a Zangoose. That's a Viper. Swablu. Bird body, pretty round. But Cloud Wings. Cloud Wings, not round. You say no. Now, this is kind of the same thing as Magnemite. Like their limbs. Like the body is mostly round. It's just its wings. The body isn't round and the wings are even more defining. Okay. I think I can follow your logic there. We'll say not round. And I think Altaria is going to be the same way. Now Altaria does often like fold up its wings. Like you can actually see in the artwork here, it folds up its wings. So it just looks like a cloud with a head sticking out of it. But if in the flying animation, yeah, I don't think it's round. Almost could be argued, but I think overall not round. Skiddo, Go-Goat, not round. Tauros, not round. Litleo, not round. These not round. Skuntank does not appear in Violet, so it doesn't matter. Zeraora, or no, Zorua. That is not Zorua. That is a skunk. No, not Zorua. I don't think so. Zorua. I don't remember the name of his Pokemon. Sneasel and Weavile, no. Murkrow. Honchkrow. Gothitelle. It's got a little round head, but no. Body's not round. Gothitelle. Gothita. Sinistea. What about Sinistea? It's just a little teacup. And in fact, it's actually just the tea in the cup that is Sinistea. So it just takes the shape of whatever it's in, really, but this is its chosen form. It's very round from the top and bottom. It's almost like a half circle in terms of the teacup. Roundish could be argued. I think could be argued. I think I support that. And then Poltegeist. Body's pretty round, but the spout, sticking out, not so much. And we see the little guy popping out of the top there. Like, once again, the Pokemon is just the T inside of it, so it takes whatever shape it chooses. But I don't know. I think maybe not round. So Sinistea, not round. Or sorry, Poltegeist, not round. Sinistea could be argued. Mimikyu, sorry, not round. We actually don't know what Mimikyu looks like, but this is the form it's chosen and it's not round. Klefki. Little Klefki. I mean, it's a key ring, but also the body is like mostly that little face in the middle. Is Klefki round? The ring is round, the body is round. It's just got that little key part coming out the top, and of course it's collection of keys that it's gathered. You would say roundish. I think so. I think roundish is good. Indeedee, not round. Bramblin and Bramblegast. These are round, right? We say these are round? Yeah, that feels round. They formed themselves up to a ball. That feels round. Spiky round, but round indeed. Bramblegast, also round. It's got a nice smile. At worst, roundish. I think we're going to put them in round. They're pretty dang round. Toad's cool. You know, besides them being cool, are they round? Their body is pretty round. It's got the flat on the bottom, and then of course the legs. Can we call this round? You don't think you can argue it better than egg-shaped? So you're saying not round. Could be argued. I think I agree with could be argued. Little leggy boy, could be argued. Toad's cruel. From the top, round. But I think the overall body shape, I mean, like, it's kind of round. It's kind of, honestly, like, without the legs, it's got very much a Shroomish style body. But you know, the beak and the legs, maybe not. You love your leggy boys. Not round. Not round. Tropius is not round. Fomantis, maybe. Probably not round for Fomantis. Fomantis not round. Lurantis not round. Cloth. This lawnmower crab. You know, the shape here is round. But the shape here, I don't know. It's not super round. Shell isn't very round enough. Yeah, if we're just looking at like the shell without the legs or anything like that, it's a rounded square for the most part. Like there, I think that's round, but that's including the arms as well. And I think overall the shape, not round. Sorry, Cloth, not using you this time. I actually really like Cloth's design, but it's not a very good Pokemon. Caspikid? What is your name? Caspikid. Not round. Got a round head, not round. Oh, these two, not round. Cacnea. Cacnea's got a really round body, but once again, the limbs sticking out from the side make it not round. But it's pretty round. Roundish to not argued. Or could be argued, you mean? And I think I'm willing to put this in roundish. It's got kind of that Magnemite feel, or like the limbs, but like, I don't know, this feels a little more roundish to me. We'll put it in roundish. Cacturn, no, and here we go. Limb shape is important. I agree. This is Rellor. This is Rellor's Mudball. This is Rellor himself. You say it feels round. And this is what I was talking about, where it's like, you know, Tarantula, it's got its body woven, rounded in thread to make it round, but that is not its body. The roundness of this Pokemon is the ball it pushes around, but that is not its body. In fact, it's not even attached. Is this round? We'll stay with what you said. You think this is round. It's roundish to me because it's not attached. And we were talking about this, it was specifically with Tarantula. What about, was there another one I was talking about? I think it was just Tarantula. It's like, it's not attached. But you're saying even roundish. Now, like, the body of Rellor is pretty round. Tarantula is rounder to you. I don't know if I agree. But for Rellor, the body of Rellor is already pretty round. Its legs stick out. It's got the hair sticking out a bit. I think this is round. Or roundish, I should say. I think Rellor is round. So that's what we'll do with Rellor. Rellor is roundish. Now, Robska. What about Robska? Once again, it's got that round orb that he's floating above him like that. Roundish, maybe high end could be argued. But once again, Robska, the body of the Pokemon. Oh, am I losing connection? Uh-oh. Hold on. I think that was just Twitch. Are we good? I think we're good. Okay. Robska, I'd say, is not round. It's got that orb that it's carrying, but that's not its body. And it's not attached to him either. Like he's holding it. He's psychically holding it. Like, look at just Robska. Like, would you call Robska round here? I don't think I would. I would say this is not round. But you're saying could be argued. We'll do could be argued for now. Venonat's round, right? It's just a little round fuzzball. It's round. Little round boy. I like Venonat a lot. I think Venonat's cute. Oh, didn't mean to put you there. You are round. You are very round. Venomoth, unfortunately, not round. Oh, let me go back to here. You are not round. Sorry, Venomoth. Pineco. Pineco round. It's like not really cone shaped. It's kind of round. You say no, you don't think so. I don't know. This feels pretty round to me. Like roundish. But you think no. You say not round at all. I'm going to say could be argued. Fortress. Fortress is round, right? It's got, you know, it's got the little guns that shoot around, but those guns also move. They can rotate those guns. I think this is round. I'm feeling round on this one. I'm saying round. Scyther, Scizor, not round. Sorry. Heracross, not round. Flittle? What about Flittle? It's got a round body. It's just got the little frills on the around the body, and then of course the little kind of frilly ear things. I think it's actually supposed to be an egg, like just like a frilly egg. Could be argued roundish. I'm feeling more roundish personally. Put Flittle and roundish. Espathra. Body's pretty round. But yeah, the limbs, too much going on. I mean, having too much going on doesn't disqualify it from being round. But yeah, the head, the legs stick out. I don't know. It could almost be argued, but yeah, I think maybe just not round. Hippopotas, Hippowdon, not round. My little sand crocodile that I love, not round. These guys, not round. Let's look at Silly Cobra and is it Sandaconda? So Silly Cobra, not round. Say Silly Cobra's not round. Sandaconda, that's round. But then the body. And it is a snake, so really it's just this long snake curled up into a spring. I think not round. Could be argued donuts are round, but yeah, this isn't just a single donut. This is, you know, spring. It's a spring shape. Quite long, not round. Not round for both these. And not round for the Muddy Horses. Larvesta, yeah, not round. Oops, too hard. Yeah, not round for Larvesta. And Volcarona, not round. There might be could be argued for Volcarona, but I think overall, just not round. Bagon's not round. Shelgon. Shelgon's pretty round. Maybe a little elongated. It's got legs. That's round. Yeah. Shelgon round. I support fully round. Salament's not round. Tinkatink. Tinka. The Tinka Pokemon not round. Hatena. You know, it's kind of round. The hair obviously kind of flows out from its body, and it's got the cone-shaped hat. I don't know. Probably not round. Probably not round, and probably not round for these ones. Yeah, definitely not. Not round, not round, not round. Also not round. Wiglet, definitely not round, too long. Wugtrio, these are not round. Dolphin's not round. None of these are round. Cyclizar. None of these are round. Shuppet. I gotta find it. Shuppet's got that round head with a spike on it. Just got the flowing dress thing. Rounder than you thought. You think could be argued. I think I agree there. Could be argued. Banette. No, I don't think so. Not Banette. Now, this is an interesting one. Phalanx. Phalanx is just a bunch of little guys. It's 6 little guys. Each individual guy is round. But, you know, we look at like Magneton. Those are just 3 Magnemites put together. And like Dugtrio. Are they... Like, this is a Pokemon. This Pokemon is made up of 6 little guys, but this is a Pokemon. Can we really call this round? This is almost like orbs. To me, this feels like lots of orbs. But once again, like, we're looking at the Pokemon as a whole. And unfortunately, the Pokemon as a whole is all 6 of these guys. It's like, and the unfortunate thing is there's not really a good example of this anywhere else in Pokemon. Like, we have Pokemon like Magneton and Dugtrio that are just Pokemon together, but like, it's not quite the same. Especially because these all move individually from each other. But they are a single Pokemon. This is a hard one for me. I'm going to put them in could be argued. Because if we look at the Pokemon as a whole, I think this is not the Pokemon. See, this is the problem. It's only you giving your opinion on this. I think a lot more people would disagree with you than disagree with me. Like, I can see your argument for Jumpluff. I can absolutely see it. But once again, it's just like, we're not looking at like pieces of a Pokemon. And it's the same thing with Robsca, kind of. You're looking at the thing Robsca is holding is round. So you're saying the Pokemon is round. But the thing Robsca is holding is not a Pokemon. Robsca is the Pokemon, and Robsca is not round. It's like, this is the round Pokemon challenge, not anything else. It's like, the Pokemon needs to be round. But once again, Phalanx is a weird kind of piece there, because it is one single Pokemon. But that one single Pokemon is made up of 6 little guys. So that's a hard one. But we'll put it in could be argued for now. Hawlucha is not round. Spiritomb. The thing with Spiritomb is that the Pokemon is just a group of spirits forming this little whatever this is. But also part of the body is this little stone. But this stone is not technically the Pokemon. You want to say roundish, but you don't think it is. I think roundish, or could be argued, I think is where I'm at on this one. Could be argued. Let's do that. Noibat, not round. Noiver, not round. Dreepy line, not round. I would say Glimmet is not round, but maybe Glimmora. So Glimmet here, yeah, it's not round. But Glimmora, and this is its kind of default form. Then again, I don't know. This is less round than I realized. But also, it spreads out like that. Could be argued. I think I think could be argued is a good place for this. Rotom. So here's Rotom. There's roundness to it, but it's pretty spiky. You say no for Rotom. Rotom Fan. Still no. And then we have Rotom Heat. You say could be argued for Rotom Fan. I don't know. I don't think we could say could be argued for Rotom Fan. Like, once again, just because a piece of the Pokemon is round doesn't mean the Pokemon itself is round. I don't think we could say that for this. I think this is not round. Rotom Heat is rounder, but not really round. Oh, do I not have the other ones? Okay, so I don't have the other ones. So we'll look at these for now. We're saying Rotom's not round. We're saying Rotom Heat's not round. Rotom Fan's not round. We have Rotom Wash. Yeah, the lawnmower is definitely not round, and I didn't even include that here, as you can see. But Rotom Wash, once again, it's a rounded square, but not really round. And same for Rotom Freeze. I think overall Rotom just not round. But yeah, I did take out the other Rotom forms, or I guess the only other one, Rotom Mo. So, all right. Unfortunately, Grievard, Houndstone, not round. The only one is the Wind, but even though, yeah, it could be argued maybe, but I'm not really feeling it. Yeah, Oranguru, no. I thought maybe when it's sitting down, it kind of looks a little round, but no. Not round, not round. Kamala kind of rolls around. Actually, Oranguru is not even in the game, so it didn't even matter. Kamala, yeah, not round. Kamala, not round. Larvitar. Yeah, Larvitar not round. Pupitar, though. Could Pupitar be considered round? No, still not round. Alright. I think there's an argument to be made there. But no, we'll say still not round, and obviously Tyranitar is not round. No rounds. Stunjourner, not in the game. Also not round. Ice Cube is interesting. Yeah, not round. And still not round, but it's got a little round face. But yeah, still not round. Pincurchin. Pincurchin is kind of round. It's very spiky, but it's kind of round. And like even the spikes are arranged kind of round. Round-ish maybe? Pincurchin, we'll say, is roundish. Sandygast. This is the form that Sandygast takes. Is this round? You say no. You can see the argument. Yeah, there's an argument to be made there. It's a little difficult. I don't know. I think I could say could be argued for this. Could be argued for Sandygast, but probably not. And Palossand, definitely not. Slowpoke, although very round feeling, no. Slowpoke line, not round. Shellos line, not round. Shelder. Shelder. Yeah, it's got that round face, but overall Shelder is not round. Cloyster. See, from the front maybe, but from the side not so much. Yeah, I think no. Qwilfish. Oh, Qwilfish. Round. Roundish. Roundish, I think. Love Disc, it's a heart shape. It's not round. Finneon, maybe. Not really, though. No to Finneon. You wish Overqwil was in the game? Overqwil is in the game. It's just only in the Blueberry Academy. Yeah. No for the fish. Not Bruxious. Alomomola? Nah. It's got hands for fins. It's a little weird. No. Skrelp I can't get anyway, but it's not in the game. Clauncher. I don't remember the name of that Pokemon. That's just Abstract Art, yeah. Dynamo, no. None of these. Marini. So, I think for Marini, not round. It's kind of round from the top, but the overall body, I'd say no. Toxapex. there's its body. There's this tiny body in there. And that's kind of round. And the overall shape is like a half circle. And of course, especially from the top down. This feels pretty round. Maybe roundish. Maybe roundish. So, Marini not round. Toxapex though. Roundish. Flamigo, I'm sorry, you're not round. Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite not round. Snom. Little Snom. It's kind of long, but also kind of round. Snom is very cute. Could be argued roundish. Don't think it's roundish. Maybe could be argued. I think I agree. We'll look at Frostmoth as well. Yeah, this one's not round. Its body is pretty round. Yeah, its body is pretty round, honestly. But the the wings and everything, I think not round. The wings are pretty important. So we'll say could be argued for Snom, but not round for Frostmoth. And yeah, Snowvern, Abomasnow, Delibird, none of these are round. I would say Snorunt, not round. It's a triangle. But Glalie, this is just a round head with horns. I'd say round. Straight up round. That's where Glalie goes. Right here. It's pretty freaking round. Oh, I went too far. Frostlass, unfortunately, is not round, though. Goodbye, Frostlass. Cryogonal. Well, its name is Cryogonal. Because it's hexagonal. But kind of round. You just have to smooth out the edges just a little bit. Like, they're not like super defined. I think this could be argued. You're saying round or roundish. I'll put it at roundish. I'll do that. Feels less than Bronzor, but same vibe, yeah. Citadel. So this is pretty round. It's got its little arms on the side. This is pretty round. You turn it to the side, it's still pretty round. It's got that long tail. But I'd say overall, this is pretty dang round. Citadel round. Roundish. We'll say roundish for Citadel. Cititan. Once again, front on, Pretty round, a little more spiky. The arms are a little thicker. It's got those thick legs. It's also a little longer. And I think it puts it a little too far over the top. I think maybe not round. Saying could be argued. We'll put it in could be argued. I think a little Bergmite there, not round. This is definitely not round. Rufflet, it's I mean, no, it's not round. It's got a fluffy head, but I'd say overall not round. Rufflet, Braviary, Bisharp, King Gambit. Let's take a look at King Gambit. Maybe, but yeah, this is not round. King Gambit not round. These guys are not in Violet. Doesn't matter. Veluza not round. Dondozo. Round face, but it's a whale. It's just a big whale. No, not round. Tatsugiri. No. Not round. And then these guys, whether they're round or not, are not in the game. Iron Treads. Iron Treads is pretty round, and it even rolls up into a ball. Like, this is rounder Donphan. I'd say this is round. It's rounder than Donphan for sure. I'd say it's round. Maybe round. It's not round, you say? Roundish, maybe? Yeah, I wish I had the animation when it rolled up to a ball. It's like its body is very round. To me, it's not higher than could be argued. Okay, we'll drop it down. We'll drop it down. Iron Bundle, no. Not round. Iron Hands, probably not either. Yeah. Iron Hands, no. No. What about this one? Nah. Not happening. Not round. So, none of the Paradox Pokemon really are round. Arctobax, Excalibur, Frigibax, not round. Gimmighoul, not round. Swords of Ruin, or the Ruinous Pokemon, not round. Also, not really able to get easily. Like maybe the fish one. Maybe the fish one, but not really. These ones would be a pain to get. We could technically get it. That one could be argued. We'll put it in there. We'll put it in could be argued. This is not in the game. That one's not around. That's not in the game. We're going to get this one anyway, but it's not around. All right. Now we get into Kitakami. Now, with the DLC, for the first part of the DLC where we go to Kitakami, you can go there basically from the very beginning of the game. So we have access to all of the Kitakami Pokemon. As for the Blueberry Academy, we get access to that as long as we beat Kieran, or as long as we fight Kieran for the first time in Kitakami. So we can go to the Blueberry Academy very early. However, the levels are not scaled. So in Kitakami, the Pokemon, whenever you go early into the game, the Pokemon range from level like 12 to like 35. But in Blueberry Academy, the Pokemon range from like level 60 and higher. If we were to do a Nuzlocke for this game, Blueberry Academy would be out. We could not use any Pokemon from Blueberry Academy. But if we didn't do a Nuzlocke, we'd still not really be able to use any of the Pokemon for Kitakami until the very end of the game, because the Pokemon will not listen to you if you do not have enough badges. And I'm ruling out breeding. I'm not going to do breeding. That would obviously give us a little more options for Pokemon, but it's tedious for one thing. And we'd still have to go and get those Pokemon, and they'd be a higher level. And there's one other roadblock when it comes to the Blueberry Academy. Before you can go into the terrarium to catch Pokemon, you have to fight Lacey. And her Pokemon, which are Plusle and Minun and Excadrill, are all level 70. That is higher than all the Pokemon in the base game. I think the only Pokemon that's level 70 is the battle with the box legendary, so Miraidon. I think that's the only Pokemon that's level 70 in the base game. Yeah, so that would be higher than I would be able to do in the Nuzlocke. So there's an option there where we say that battle does not count, and I just lose to Lacey. Or I can even choose, because it's a double battle, so I have to choose two Pokemon. I can choose two Pokemon and just sacrifice those Pokemon. I can't use those Pokemon for the rest of the playthrough. So that's kind of the option. But even then, the Pokemon inside the terrarium are still too high of a level to really use in a Nuzlocke. So I think with that in mind, we have to rule out all Pokemon that appear in Blueberry Academy, which is a shame. It does take away some options for us, but I just do not think those are viable for a playthrough like this. So I think we can rule them out. However, we can still use the Kitakami Pokemon. We can get those pretty early on, so we can still go through those. Starting with Hisuian Growlithe and Hisuian Arcanine. These are unfortunately not round. Spinarak. I gotta go to the other Pokedex here. Spinarak. Not really round. It's got 2 roundish segments on its body, but not really round. Cute though. I like Spinarak. Spinarak, Ariados, not round. Yanma and Yanmega, not round. We said Wooper was not round already. And so Quagsire, I think, is also not round. Poochyena and Mightyena. What about the lightning bug Pokemon? Volby, yeah, not round. And I think Illumise even less so. So yeah, not round. Corphish. Nah, not round. Kind of roundish, but nah. Corphish and Crawdaunt, not round. I don't remember this Pokemon's name. Sewaddle. Not round. Kind of round in the head. Not round. This one, Swadloon. This one's kind of round. You say could be argued? I don't know. I think this one's pretty round. Maybe in roundish. I'm willing to put this in roundish. You're not round. I put you somewhere else. There you are. I'm going to say you're roundish. Levani, not round. Cutiefly. No. Not really. Maybe could be argued, but yeah, I don't think so. And then Ribombee, even less so. Not round. Not round. Ekans. Ekans, from this angle, is round. But it is a snake, and it does stretch out a lot of times. I'm saying not round. Ekans, Arbok, not round. Bellsprout, not round. None of these. Sentret. Little Sentret. You know, from this angle, maybe. It's got a long tail. And it's also it's kind of a flying squirrel, so it has the arm flaps as well. It's a little egg shaped. Look at that tail. It's a massive tail and pretty distinct to this Pokemon. Not higher than could be argued. Okay. We'll put it in could be argued. Furret. It's not round. Sorry. Just long. Not round. We're seeing some other Pokemon here, but it is Diplin next, once we find them. Mantis. Alright, here we go. Diplin. Once again, Diplin is just the worm inside of it. Although I think less so. I think this is somehow more of the apple. But you say it's less than Applin. And I think I agree that stick kind of sticking out of the top takes away from it. I would say this is probably not round. Vulpix, not round. Vulpix and Ninetales, not round. Poliwag. Look at this round boy. Look at how round he is. Poliwag is round. Oh, so round. And same with Poliwhirl. It's a little less round with the arms and the legs and the eyes sticking out, but it's still round. This is a round Pokemon. You say roundish. I don't know. It's round to me. It's the same round as like Marill, I think. Poliwrath, on the other hand. I don't know if this is round. I think Poliwrath is maybe not round. So we'll say Poliwrath not round, but Poliwhirl. You say roundish. I don't know. I think it's round. It's like the same line as like Marill. I think it's round. Politoed, unfortunately, is not round. I couldn't get Politoed anyway. Hoothoot. That's Magikarp. There's Hoothoot. Hoothoot, pretty round, right? It's just got the one leg that it stands on, but the other leg is hidden beneath its feathers. I think this is round. You're saying roundish, though. Maybe even round. I think it's round. I vote Hoothoot round. Personally. Noctowl, unfortunately, is not round. Apom and Ambipom not round. What about Heracross? I am a bit biased towards birds. You're not wrong. What about little Swinub? Swinub's round, right? You say roundish? How is this not round? I don't know. I think it's round. It's round, yeah. Now, Piloswine and Mamoswine, though. Yeah, I don't think Piloswine here is round. Mamoswine, maybe? It's kind of round. Tusks and the legs kind of stick out. It's a little egg-shaped. Not really, though. Maybe could be argued. All right. Not round for Piloswine. That I agree with. I think this is pretty round. We'll say could be argued. C-Dot. There we go. Little C-Dot. I think C-Dot's round. It's just a little acorn with feet. I'd say round. C-Dot round for sure. Nuzleaf and Shiftry, yeah, not round. A little C-Dot can be round. Not round. Not round. You guys are not round. What about Sinistcha? And Poltergeist? That's a Ralts. Gotta find them first. Here we go. Poltergeist. Once again, technically just the liquid inside the little pot here. Yeah. Could be argued to roundish. I think I can get behind that. What about Sinistcha? Same. Could be argued to roundish. All right. We'll do that. I think we'll say could be argued for both. All right. Next up, Geodude. It's just a round boulder with arms. That's round, right? Roundish because of the arms? Okay. Graveler. Kind of the same deal. Its arms are a little more pronounced. It's got two sets of arms, but one of the sets of arms it doesn't really use. Roundish. Now let's talk about Golem. Golem, I think, is more round than Graveler. However, I can't get Golem. Golem is a trade evolution, and unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do a trade. I can't trade with myself, and the profile I'll be playing this on will not have internet access, so I won't be able to trade with anybody else. So, unfortunately, can't get it. I would say definitely round, though. but unfortunately not doable. We'll put Graveler next to Geodude and Roundish. Alright. These guys, not round. Morpeko? Once I find them here. Morpeko, there we go. It's pill shaped. It doesn't have a tail. It's got a fake tail. It's a bean. It is a bean. Like, maybe could be argued. We put Dedenne in, could be argued. I think we can do the same for Morpeko. Munchlax and Snorlax. I don't think Munchlax works. I don't think we can say Munchlax. So yeah, Munchlax not round. What about Snorlax? Round belly, but not round. Same as Pokemon again. Lotad. Lotad kind of has a round body, has a round hat with a little pizza slice taken out of it. Roundish. Roundish for Lotad. Lombre, I would say not round. It's got the same hat, but I'd say not round for Lombre. Ludicolo. Its body's kind of round. It's an egg-shaped round. And it's got a round hat. Fully round this time. Maybe could be argued. Alright. So Lotad, roundish. Lombre, no. Could be argued for Ludicolo. Alright, Nosepass, not round. These guys, not round. That's a box. None of these are round. Sandshrew can curl up into a ball, but not round. Not round for Sandshrew. It's got kind of a roundish body. Sandslash. It's got a spiky body. Yeah, not really round. Almost could be argued. Almost. We'll say not round. Gligar and Gliscor are not available in my game. Vullaby. That is a shiny Ghastly, not what we're looking for. Oink. There we go. Vullaby. Vullaby. It's egg-shaped. Rounder than some of the other egg shapes. Roundish, maybe? We'll say roundish for Vullaby. Mandiba is unfortunately not round. And the Jangmo line's not round. Coughing, that's pretty round. Yeah, a lot of pre-evolutions, which, you know, I was expecting. There we go. Coughing. Coughing's round. I say coughing round. Go ahead and move that up. And I'm down with round coughing. But wheezing. Wheezing, not so much. It's got that kind of Magneton feel. I think wheezing, not round. Yeah, but like one of the balls is growing out of the other one, and it's got that little thing growing in between them. It's not round. You're saying could be argued. Put it in could be argued. These guys, not round. What about... Duskull? It's kind of round. Roundish. Maybe could be argued. I think I'll do roundish. Doesn't feel full round to you? I think roundish works. Dusclops. We can take a look. I don't think Dusclops is there. It's kind of egg-shaped, I guess. But I don't know. I'm not feeling Dusclops. And then Dusknoir, it doesn't really matter because I cannot get Dusknoir because it's also a trade evolution. Although there may be a wild Dusknoir. You know what? That's not something I considered. It is possible that Dusknoir is available. Because they do have some of these trade evolution Pokemons available in the wild in certain areas. So yeah, I think we'll say not round for this, but we're going to go back to Golem here. I think Golem is actually possible. And I would say Golem is round. Because the other thing is like, we could find a Terra raid with Golem in it. So that is not something I considered before. So let's go back on that. Chingling. Is Chingling round? I'd say Chingling is round. It's got those two ribbon hair things, but I'd say Chingling is round. Maybe roundish. We'll put them in roundish for now. Round to roundish. What about Chime Echo? Still a round body, but it has that little tail hanging from the top and like the little bell thing at the top of it. You say full on roundish. Okay. So we put Chingling in roundish. We'll put Chime Echo there as well. Oops, wrong thing. There we go. Slugma, I think not round. Slugma not round. Mag Cargo. It's got the round shell, but I think not round. Maybe could be argued, but I think not round. Litwick? What do you think about Litwick? Roundish. Go roundish. Lampent. I feel like this is not round. Could be argued for you. So maybe we put this in. Could be argued. Chandelure. Same kind of thing. I think not round. Yeah. Alright, so not round for Chandelure. Lampent, I don't know. It could be. We'll say could be argued for Lampent. And Litwick will say roundish. Cleffa. Is Cleffa round? I think it's a star-shaped Pokemon is what it is. But I mean, it's got ears, and besides that, it's pretty round. You're saying no, not at all. Maybe from the sides, yeah. Could be argued. Clefairy? Same kind of thing. Could be argued. Rounder even. Rounder enough to be roundish. Could be argued. Clefable. I think less round. Oops. No, I did it again. At most could be argued. I think maybe we'll say not round for Clefable. But could be argued for Cleffa and Clefairy. Feebas. Feebas is more round than any of the other fish Pokemon. But you don't think it's round. Not even could be argued? I don't know. I think it could be argued. Milotic, no. Not round. These guys aren't round. And here's the, I'm putting these in the wrong spot. Cramorant's not in Violet. This is the Basculin I was talking about, which, can I see that? Well, I didn't even have Carbink in here, I don't think. Hold on, did I think I missed one. Let's go back to Carbink real quick. Is Carbink round? Roundish, absolutely. Let me find them. I did not include them for whatever reason. Where are they? Did the person that made this tier list just straight up forget it? Or maybe I need some more eyes on this. I believe it's a Gen 6 Pokemon. There's Diancie. Oh, there's Carbink right there. I just straight up missed them. You said maybe even round. I'm going to put them in roundish. Where was I? I was looking for Basculin. Yukio, welcome in. You're saying roundish as well? I'll put them in roundish. It's Dynamo. Yumi. Ducklet. You know, I should just do this. There's Basket. Okay, so this is the White Stripe Basculin. I thought maybe they would be a little more round than the others, but looking again, I think not. Worth a look. Basculegion not round. And here we go. We're at the end of the Kitakami Pokedex. Blood Moon Ursaluna not round. None of these guys around and not really available to us. And Ogerpon is also not really available. And here's where we get to the Blueberry Academy Pokemon. And unfortunately, even though there are like some good round Pokemon in here, I just don't think that these are going to be available to us at all. Yeah, I would have loved Solosis. I had Solosis in my first playthrough of the round challenge in Pokemon Sun and Moon, but unfortunately is not available to us here. So this is our list. We've got a good amount of Pokemon in these three categories here. Yeah, same for Overquill, which, yeah, unfortunately, they are locked away behind the Blueberry Academy, and I just don't think those Pokemon will be available. It's like, once again, like, we could go there after we defeat all the gyms to get those Pokemon, and just make an exception to lose to Lacey, or sacrifice 2 Pokemon if we want to do a Nuzlocke. That is an option, but yeah, I just don't think those are going to be available to us. And that's the next question. We go there just to rate the roundness of Pokemon in the wild after we finish the game. We could do that, yeah. And you know, there's also the possibility of like having to finish the DLC for the challenge. Like maybe we go through all the DLC. It would make the challenge a lot longer. And maybe we don't want it to be longer. But that's something we could do. And those are all double battles too. It would be interesting. However, I am not good at double battles. I struggle a lot with those. But yeah, maybe we can revisit the tier list then. But yeah. So looking at this, if we go just off the Pokemon we voted as round, we don't have a lot of options. Like making a team out of this. So we've got Electrode, Poliwhirl. Let's actually put these up top. Poliwhirl, Venonat, Glalie, Jigglypuff, Ghastly. Like, we can make a team from this, but it's not going to be very good. And if we add in the Roundish, we certainly have some more options. Primeape will be good. If I can get a Golem, that would be good, but I'd have to catch the Golem on its own. There's some options here, but overall it's going to be difficult. Are there any, and could be argued, that we should bump up to round or roundish? Or I guess we'll be bumping them up to roundish. The Plume one? You're gonna have to be more specific. Oh, this one. Jumpluff. I mean, we could bump that up, but that doesn't give us that doesn't raise the overall battle power of our team. Jumpluff's pretty weak. See, the strong options in this, Robscott would be pretty good. Bellibolt, I think, would be pretty good. Gengar would be good, but Gengar's also a trade evolution Pokemon, so we'd have to catch him separately from Ghastly. So I almost want to say no to Gengar. Ludicolo, maybe. Mamoswine. Can I scroll down? Oh, sorry. There are some options here. Which one's absolutely not? How about there? Maybe that's easier. Mamoswine, and you think this one here, maybe? These were a little lower down. Iron Treads would be good too, probably. Phalanx maybe actually pretty good. Although we do have Primeape for a fighting type. You say Phalanx is definitely around. I don't know. It's a shame that like Delta wasn't here for this, or like Double Edge Cap. I would have loved to hear their opinions. If we do this in a Nuzlocke, and by Nuzlocke format, we're not going to worry about like catching the Pokemon, like the first Pokemon in the route. Would including all of them make them too easy? No, I don't think so. I think overall it would still be fairly difficult. And especially if we're doing a Nuzlocke. So we could just include all three of the categories. And do a Nuzlocke with them. I would have to... and the way we do it is just like whenever we can catch these Pokemon is when we can get them. We're not going to worry about like catching only one Pokemon on each route or anything like that. These are just the Pokemon available to us, and if we can find them, we can get them. And like in the case for Gengar and Golem, we'd have to find those individually because they're trade evolutions. So maybe I would have to say I can't catch a Ghastly or a Geodude or a Graveler if I want one of these two Pokemon. And then the other option, of course, is to, I can spend the time off stream picking a team of 6 Pokemon, and those 6 Pokemon is what we play through the game with. And we can do it that way with a deathless run, or just a regular playthrough where I just try not to over level or anything like that. And I can just choose 6 of these Pokemon to go through that. But I would do that off stream to take that time to do that. You think the variety of the Nuzlocke would be more fun? Maybe I'll put a poll up on my YouTube channel to figure that out. So if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, do that. And maybe I'll even like put a picture of this up and see what people think, if there'd be any changes made. And maybe when I start the round Pokemon challenge, we'll do a final like run through of all these and make some final decisions before we actually start. Totally post the stream in its entirety on YouTube. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I was just talking about posting the picture of just the 3 categories here. It's engagement bait at its finest. I mean, I can. I'll think about it. But I don't know. We got a plan here, and like looking at these top Pokemon, it's really not too bad. I kind of failed to look at like Shelgon and Fortress here. Like these two are like pretty decent. Like we could certainly make a team out of just these Pokemon, and I could probably get through the game. So there's options here for sure. I know this stream has gone on pretty long. I will definitely make a poll on my YouTube channel to see what people want, whether they want me to do a Nuzlocke or like a Deathless run or something like that. And we'll post this picture up and people can tell me their opinions on this. Say which of these is wrong and which isn't, whatever. And maybe I'll post a stream up. But I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up here. The next stream, which may be tomorrow, we're probably going to do another shiny hunting stream. I'm not going to jump directly into the round playthrough. I'm going to let this sit for a week. We may start this on Saturday. We may start the actual playthrough on Saturday. But I'm aiming for more like next Wednesday, so the Wednesday after tomorrow, to start the round playthrough. That is the plan anyway. But I think we're going to end things there. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for joining me on this journey to find all these round Pokemon. It's always fun to hear other opinions about this, and I'm excited to maybe hear some more through YouTube or whatever. But yeah, we're going to end things here. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.